Hi, Colin here from King Motors. You've clicked the link to our 2020 Skoda Superb Estate SE Technology plug-in hybrid. Really interesting car, does an awful lot of stuff really well. But what we'll do from here, we'll get into it, we'll go for a drive and I'll show you some of the stuff about it. But before we do, I'm going to kindly ask you to like and subscribe, please. It makes a massive difference to the amount of people who see the cars, the amount we sell, the amount of this content we get to make, which is really and truly what I actually enjoy doing nowadays. But that's it. From here, let's get inside and we'll go for a drive. So here we are out in the Superb. And the first thing that's striking in this one, and it's not the usual thing I say, is actually the adaptive suspension. We're going down Whitehall Road here now, and if you're familiar with this, it's a truly terrible road. It's really all over the place. And this just glides along, like it's completely active, the suspension. You can put it into sport mode, you can put it into comfort mode, you can put it into adaptive mode. In comfort mode, which it always starts in, it's fantastic. Like, it's really super comfortable. It's akin to a much higher sort of end car, if that makes sense. Like, you'd expect this in an S-Class or an E-Class or a 7 Series, that kind of stuff. It does that thing. So it's pretty cool. And the second most striking thing about these ones, really, I suppose, and it's a big question we get asked, with the 1.4 engine and the size of the body and stuff, what's it like to drive? And it's fantastic. Like, it's fantastic. 13.5 kilowatts of battery, which is huge. That's a very big battery, and not a mad amount of range. The equivalent BMW would be given like 80 kilometers of range with that size battery, where this is given 60. That means that a lot of that electrical power is geared towards the motor making for performance. And this car does not lack in terms of performance. It's 220 brake horsepower and an ungodly amount of torque. Because it leans on the electric motor so much, it's really fast. Like, I get loads of guys in the comments, oh, my 1.9 TDI, blah, blah, blah. This would eat, beat, and batter your 1.9 TDI in terms of torque, in terms of horsepower, in terms of everything. So don't worry about it. The 6-speed DSG gearbox in it as well is a fantastic thing. It's always in the right gear. It's super fast. It's super sharp. It always has one of each gear. It has a higher or a lower gear already pulled and waiting to go. It's a really clever thing. So it works absolutely fabulously. So they're the two things. It goes really well and it's super comfy to drive. The next thing, we'll move on to the actual car itself. I'm going to quickly show you up and down each side of this car. And it's a gorgeous, straight, good example of one of these things. And then back into the cab, where it's more surprising again. It's lovely. It's so well laid out. It's so tasteful. The materials are fantastic. The leather is real leather, which is rare nowadays. It's really supple. It's all of the stuff that you expect. It's a really high-end car. It's kind of got like a stealth wealth quality to it, because it's an awful lot of stuff hiding in plain sight. I don't know whether people, like the whole Audi thing, I have a real bugbear about Audis. No doubt I'll have 10 of them next week and I'll have to be talking about how good they, but I do, because this is pretty much the same car. I had a Passat recently in the estate mode and it was slightly better, not gonna lie, it really was. It was a little bit elevated, but an Audi wouldn't be 15 grand more elevated than this car, so I don't understand the thing of them. Onto the spec then in this car as well, another place where it absolutely shines and you won't get it in your Audis. We've wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, full 360 park sensors, we've heated seats, we've all various sort of drive modes, as I said earlier. Like, it's just a fantastic thing. It's got radar cruise control, which is an absolute gift. If you do any kind of long drives, it's fantastic. I do a lot of long drives down to Dungarvan and I bring these things often, but anything with radar cruise, I absolutely love. That and Apple CarPlay are the two best inventions in the last 20 years in cars, in my opinion, in terms of like stuff they have spec that you really should get and it'll make a difference. They're super. The boot, again, on this one, as you would expect, it's colossal, gargantuan thing. I've done it bigh. I won't do it now because I have a sore hip at the minute, but I can lie down absolutely straight in the back of one of these things with about a foot on either side of me, and I'm 6'1" and nigh on 19 stone. Like, I'm a big lump, and I fit perfectly. But that's it. I'm going to stop talking about the car there and I'll just move on to us briefly, just to let you know a little bit about who we are. We were one of the first ever second-hand dealers to be SIMI registered, and we're I think we're one of the highest second-hand car dealers and highest Google rated car dealers in Ireland today. We'd love you to read them, have a look through, see how other people got on with us, what their experience was of us. But that's it. I'm going to say thanks for watching the video and click the link below. If you find it on YouTube, The link is in the description. If you find it on Facebook, click the actual ad. It will take you to my page with the advert for this car, where all the extra details are about how to contact us and all that sort of stuff. But once again, I'm going to say thanks for watching the video, and hopefully we shall see you soon.